All right, here we go. Moving along quickly. Problem 2-73. Find the x and y-intercepts of the graphs of the two equations below. Remember, x-intercepts. We can have more than one x-intercept, and the points will always be something x, comma, 0. We want to have our 0 for y when we're looking for our x-intercepts. For our y-intercept, we are going to be looking for 0, comma, whatever y is going to be. So we haven't moved left or right, we just go up and down on our y-axis. So first thing, let's look at letter A. If I want to find my x-intercepts for letter A, I'm going to take it and I'm going to go ahead there and substitute in 0 for my y. So I'm going to have 0 equals 2x squared plus 3x minus 5. First thing I want to do here is see if it factors. So I know here I should have a 2x in the front of one and x in the front of the other. And now I need to look at factors of 5, one of which is going to be multiplied by 2, and then have a difference of 3. So we're going to say here this would have to be 5, this one would have to be 1. And because then with positives in the middle, I'm going to have to say it's going to be 2x plus 5 and x minus 1. Right now that still equals 0. So we're just looking for our x-intercept values. So let's take 2x plus 5, set it equal to 0. And let's take x minus 1 and set it equal to 0. We're using the zero product property right now. So subtract our 5 from each side. We're going to have 2x equals negative 5 divided by 2. And x is going to equal negative 5 halves. For the one over here, x minus 1 equals 0. When you solve it, you should get x equals 1. So right now, we're finding the x and y-intercepts of these. So the x-intercepts at the moment here are negative 5 over 2, comma 0, and 1, comma 0. To get our y-intercept, remember, you would just want to take 0 and plug it in for x when you're in standard form. In which case there, if I did y equals 2 times 0 squared plus 3 times 0 minus 5, everything here is going to zero out here. 0 squared is 0, times 2 is 0, plus 3 times 0 is 0. So we get y equals negative 5. That's going to be our y-intercept. So we're going to plug that in up here. We're going to say the point 0, negative 5. So this is our x-intercepts. This is our y-intercept. Hopefully you're still with me. Let's move on to letter B. So same thing is going on here. Now we're dealing with the square root function. First things first, let's go ahead here and plug in 0 for our y and solve it. I'll switch colors here. Say 0 equals the square root of 2x minus 4. Let's square both sides. So we have 0 equals 2x minus 4. Then we add our 4 to each side. We're going to get 4 is equal to 2 times x. Which means then in the end that x is going to have to equal 2. Now that is our x-intercept. So we're talking about the point 2, 0. Our y-intercept on this one gets a little sticky here. Let's look and see what happens. If we do our y-intercept, that means we're putting in 0 for x. We're going to have y is going to equal the square root of 2 times 0 minus 4. which is going to give us y equals the square root of -4, which means there is no solution there. But even more importantly there, it does not touch the y-axis. So let's bring up our calculator here just so you can see what these two graphs will look like. If I take it here, you see I already have them typed in. And I'm just going to go ahead and go to graph. And you're going to see here is our our parabola here with our x-intercepts at -5, 2, which is like -2.5, and +1. The y-intercept at -5, that looks great. For our red one here, the graph does not touch the y-axis, which is obvious. And then it touches our x-axis right here at 2, 0. Let's actually take that, we can pull that out here so we can see it. And there you go. This is problem 2-73. If you have additional questions, please make sure you ask your teacher. Otherwise, thanks for watching.